If we can sit here and watch 50 parts about, who the F did I marry, we can most definitely sit here and have a conversation about mental health. Welcome to my 50 parts of mental health. Yeah. I want to start a conversation with y'all and see what we can do to start to change things in regards to mental health. Figure out what supports we actually need. A lot of us aren't going to therapy, aren't seeing life coaches, aren't getting that support. And when I say a lot of us, I'm specifically also talking to the people that look like me, the people in my community. This is very important for me as someone that works from an anti-oppressive lens and from someone who is trauma informed. I want to be able to change some of the stigmas in my community. I'm an immigrant girl. I've got an African and Indian background. So I most definitely can understand that mental health was not a conversation in my house growing up. But for my parents, it was never a conversation for them and for their parents and such. So these are generational things that we now have to change. And a lot of us are upset because we're having to do all the work. Trust me, I get it. But if we don't do it, who will? So today I just wanted to start with that. I'm going to be making a whole playlist about this. And we're going to be talking about mental health, about the language. Language is so important in having the conversation as well. And a lot of us haven't had access to the language or access to the knowledge because it's never been spoken about in schools. It's never been taught to us. This is why I want to start to change things. So I hope that this video can be the start to that. I love y'all. I appreciate you. And shout out to you for spending time with me today to talk about mental health, because this is already a step towards the change that we need. This wasn't happening before. And now we're in a position where we can actually do this. Like, I'm sitting here talking into a phone and somehow you can see me. Shout out to God, shout out to technology. We are so blessed. I know we live in a time where it's like, oh my gosh, mental health is so wild and the internet can be so difficult to navigate and it can affect our mental health in so many negative ways, but there are so many positives like this conversation. So let's focus on the positive and let's focus on what we can change and what we can do. I love you and I'll talk to you soon. My name's Sadicka. I'm certified in mental health self-care. I have spent over 6 years learning about trauma, child development, psychology, sociology, personality theories, philosophy. I've graduated with a degree in child and youth care and a background in all of those things. And I got certified from Johns Hopkins Medical School. So I know a thing or two about what I'm talking about.